in, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gone, yo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing right away is Winston. And incomplete to open things up. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
3rd and short yardage. Winston to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Play action now. Winston. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Powers through him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
5 yards on the pickup.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains. So they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
First down, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Kamara. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Red, yellow, white, 97. Ready?
And Lance now to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, here's Mitchell. And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really... And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Jameis now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Winston now. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Here's Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And, oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Black Ultra. Ready?
They'll run with Mitchell. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Now Gould for the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. from the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Shotgun now for Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing on second down. Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution. On
play action, Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 35 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over. The end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Winston now to throw on first down. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Winston. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back at 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Red, cycle.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Pete Werner. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Samson Abuka, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles here, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now Winston on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Yellow, go. Yellow, blue.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. To throw, it's Lance. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. We have played 3 quarters. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lance. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now Lance again. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space. Maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Here we go.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 35. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And able to get this to the 31. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. On second down, here's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Off of play action, here's Lance. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Steps away, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. Winston. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They run over center with Mitchell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Right back to Mitchell here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.